Did floppy disk sharing cause 90s computer viruses? Imagine a time when sharing files meant passing around small square disks instead of clicking buttons on the internet. That was the world of the early 1990s. Back then, most personal computers used floppy disks to install programs, share documents, and even boot up the machine. These disks were about 1.4 megabytes in size, and they were cheap and easy to use. But this convenience came with a big risk. Because you could easily lend a disk to a friend or swap disks at school or work, viruses could spread quickly from one computer to another. Many of the first computer viruses in the 1990s were what we call boot sector viruses. These viruses hid in the part of the floppy disk that tells the computer how to start up. When you booted your PC from an infected disk, the virus loaded into memory and could then infect other disks or files. Sometimes, just opening an infected disk could spread the virus without even booting from it. This made floppy disks a perfect way for viruses to travel, especially in places where people shared disks often, like offices, schools, or gaming groups. It was easy to get infected without even knowing it. You might borrow a friend's disk to play a game or do homework, not realizing it was infected. The virus could then spread to your own disks the next time you used them. This process was called sneakernet because people carried disks by hand instead of using the internet. Even though the internet was just starting to grow, floppy disks were the main way to transfer files and software. Macintosh computers were not immune either. Viruses like WDEF would automatically spread when an infected disk was inserted. Many people thought Macs were safer, but these viruses proved otherwise. Sometimes, even commercial software disks carried viruses, showing how deeply floppy disk sharing was tied to malware spread. Besides boot sector viruses, other types like overwrite viruses could destroy files by writing over them. Multipartite viruses attacked both boot sectors and executable files. Since antivirus software was rare and people shared disks casually, these viruses could stay hidden and keep spreading for a long time. For many people living through the 1990s, sharing disks was more than just a way to get new software. It was a social activity. You traded disks to get demos, share utilities, or pass around games. But this fun came with a risk. You might end up with a virus that could wipe out your saved games or cause your computer to crash. Cleaning your system meant checking every disk you had used, which was a tedious task but part of the experience. In gaming circles especially, virus scares became part of the culture. Stories circulated about friends' computers showing strange messages or losing saved data because of a virus. These stories made people more cautious and led to the rise of antivirus programs. So, while floppy disk sharing didn't create viruses, it was the main way they spread during that era. The combination of easy sharing, limited security, and the social nature of exchanging disks made them perfect carriers for early computer malware. For those who remember it, the floppy disk era is a mix of fun, community, and the occasional surprise of a hidden virus lurking inside.